Next thing is, I mean, you probably already realized I only implemented an if here, and we in fact wanted to go for a loop. So we need somehow a test that requires us to implement a loop here. Go back to the tests and implement a third one that will require us to do that. Test invokes update as long as game is running is my next test. So again, I want to create a test game, but then I need to specify something new because I want to return true for running multiple times, not only once, but in fact, like, let's say 3 times, and for the 4th time it should be returning false. So I want to change the set running method, which is, why is it on the interface, by the way? That is bullshit. Set running should not be in the interface at all. So I throw it out. Set running is of course nothing that makes sense for a real game. It's only for testing purposes here. So for what I want to do here, I would like to actually give in like, let's say an array. It's probably the easiest thing. Boolean array, and say true, 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 false. Like I said, 3 times true and then false. This is not a method you would normally have in business logic, business code, but for test code that's perfectly alright. So I would like to change the method to the new type, running values here. Of course, then I need to change the type of the field up here too. And actually I want to change it even more because I want to make this a queue actually, so I can just pull the next value from it. The only question is, what's a queue implementation in Java? Is linked list a queue? As I said, I currently have no internet connection, so I kind of need to try this out. Boolean running values. And I would like the running thing here to be a queue of booleans. Now the question is, linked list is apparently is this a queue? It is a queue. I only need to somehow add all the values into it. Running at okay, it only takes a collection, and arrays are not collections in Java. I'm thinking too much C# right now. Is there a toList or an asList or something? Or do I need to use the arrays as lists? Yeah, this way. Running values. This working? Why not? Oh, come on. Assign this to a local variable, which is a list. As list whatever values, and this is supposed to be a list of booleans, which is not possible. So I want it to be a list of booleans, but that doesn't work again. Come on, do I need to define this as a var-args or something? Okay. like this. This is working, and now I can give the values in here, and down here return the next one, just like pull. God damn it, that was complicated. Anyways, but since now it's a var args, I can even save this notation here and hand the values in like that. And this has a nice side effect that this case up here is actually working too, right? Only this might throw an exception. Let's quickly execute the test. So is nothing actually fails right now, which makes sense because it should return false so that we don't go into the loop. Now it's working again. This is going to break real quick because as soon as I make it a loop, it will trigger for 2 values and it will break. But for now, tests are running, so let's continue with the test we're currently working on, because without a red test, I'm not supposed to change business code. Game loop, unit under test equals new game loop with a test game. Yeah, we should figure that out too, but let's focus on that later. Unit under test, run is what I want to call, and now I want to assert that update was called 3 times actually, which requires me to again change my test stub because currently I cannot test that. I want to have, or let's use nicer syntax here, assert that test game number of updates is 3. That's what I want to have here. Number of updates does currently not exist, so I'm going to quickly create that field here. Assert that is not imported, so I'm import it here. And yeah, no, assert that is imported. So why do I still have a problem here? Because I don't have Hemcrest imported. So let's add Hemcrest. There's some part of Hemcrest in JUnit, but I'm never sure actually which part it is. So apparently it's not all I need. For now, let's stick with Hemcrest all, which is hopefully also on my machine. Looks good. But now I don't want to use the JUnit assert that, but the Hemcrest one, right? It's not here. Why is that not working? Apparently it's not the dependency that was missing. Did I use the wrong matcher? Hemcrest core matches. No, that looks fine. Ah, goddammit. I'm going to figure that out somewhere else. Assert equals 3 test game number of updates. As soon as I figure out what's going on here, I'll inform you. Maybe I'll inform you sooner than later, because this looks like I have the same problem now here. Or can I change this by importing? Yeah, I can. Okay, so I expect number of updates to be 3, which is going to be a broken test. But actually I cannot fix it right now because I need to count the number of updates actually here when update is invoked. So I'm going to change that real quick, which also requires me to change the type actually to integer. And in fact, that could be the reason why assert that did not work. Assert that because number of updates was object and therefore the types didn't match. Is that right? Import this one. No. Int integer is undefined for game loop test. Yes, that's why I want to add a static import. And now it's working. Okay, so apparently the problem was that number of updates was of type object and therefore the types mismatched. Interesting. Anyways, now it's working and the test is still failing, so since I guess I have implemented the test as far as I should, I go onto the production side and change my implementation here actually to loop. Save it, execute it, and as I expected before, I will have a failing test, which is the previous one, but the other two are working. The previous one invokes one update is broken because when the second value is pulled from the queue, there's no value left, so it breaks. So if I follow my new protocol, returning true and then false, this should be fine again, which in fact it is. This is it for today. I hope you liked this episode and could take something from it. If so, give me a thumbs up. If not, drop me a comment, send me a message, let me know what you think about it. And yeah, I hope to see you next time.